Hello, friends. I'm Eric Hutchinson. I'm the principal broker and owner of Hutchinson Realty. Welcome to this month's market update for Northwest Arkansas. It is January 9th of 2024. Happy New Year. Can you believe that we are already in 2024? This time last year in 2023, economists were predicting a recession that never happened. Our inventories remained low, demand remained high, and our price point continued to increase. Now, it was taking longer to sell houses, and we weren't selling as many houses as we were in years past, but it still remained a strong seller's market. But what's going to happen in 2024? It is an election year, which means that our current administration is going to try to vie for your vote by keeping our interest rates down and stimulating our economy. So what's that going to do to Northwest Arkansas? Our inventories are just now starting to come back up. Will our inventories go down as new buyers come into the market? It's hard to predict the future and what's going on. We're going to be looking at the past as our sold data dictates. We will be looking at December 1st through December 31st of 2023. We're going to be seeing how we ended up the year and if we increased our price per square foot from this time last year. We're going to be looking at our 6 largest towns: Fayetteville, Springdale, Rogers, Bentonville, Bella Vista, and Centerton. And we're only looking at single-family residential properties. Got lots of interesting data. Stay tuned towards the end of the video when I'll be looking at our current inventories. Last month in December, we saw our inventories increase, which hardly ever happens going into the holidays, but it did happen. Are our inventories continuing to increase in January, or are they going to decrease because of our interest rates? Lots of interesting data. Let's get into it, shall we? So we're going to start south in Fayetteville, and remember, we're looking at December 1st through December 31st of 2022 and 2023. So this time last year in 2022, Fayetteville sold 151 listings at a median sold price of $365,192 per square foot. Last month in November, 86 listings were sold in Fayetteville at a median sold price of $393,883 at $198 per square foot. Now move over to the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, and from December 1st through December 31st of 2023, Fayetteville sold 108 listings at $200 per square foot. So you can see that Fayetteville didn't sell as many houses as this time last year, but they did sell more houses than this time last month, and they saw an increase of $8 per square foot from this time last year. So Fayetteville is still strong and their price point has remained high. Let's move over to Springdale and see what Springdale has done. So this time last year, Springdale sold 50 houses at $177 per square foot. Last month, they sold 57 houses at $193 per square foot. And from December 1st through December 31st, Springdale sold 69 houses, which is more than last year and more than last month at $191 per square foot. That's a $14 per square foot increase from this time last year. That's incredible. Great job, Springdale. Let's move over to Rogers and see what Rogers has done. This time last year, from December 1st through December 31st, Rogers sold 77 houses at $197 per square foot. Last month in November, they sold 85 houses at $204 per square foot. And this month, from December 1st through December 31st, Rogers sold 81 houses at $203 per square foot. So as you can see, they sold more houses than last year, not as many houses as last month, but pretty close. And it was a $6 per square foot increase from this time last year in Rogers. So not as large of an increase as we saw in Fayetteville and Springdale, but still an increase nonetheless. Let's move on. So in Bentonville, this time last year, Bentonville sold 80 houses at $194 per square foot. Last month, they sold 100 houses at $207 per square foot. Now move over to the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. From December 1st through December 31st of 2023, Bentonville sold 83 houses at $207 per square foot. So that is actually more houses than this time last year, but not quite as many houses as last month. But That's still a $13 per square foot increase in Bentonville over 12 months, which is just incredible. Let's move over to Centerton and see what Centerton did from last year. So last year they sold 65 houses at $186 per square foot. Last month there was 37 listings sold at $203 per square foot. And this month only 35 listings sold, but they sold for $198 per square foot. So interesting enough, Centerton did not sell near as many houses as they did last year, and they sold about the same as last month, a little bit less, but the price per square foot went down from last month but went up from this time last year, $12 per square foot. So year over year, 12 month, $12 per square foot increase, still good for Centerton. Let's move over to Bella Vista. So this time last year, Bella Vista sold 82 houses at $190 per square foot. Last month, it was 87 houses at $200 per square foot. And this month, from December 1st through December 31st, it was 75 houses at $200 per square foot. So Bella Vista maintaining $200 per square foot from this time last month, but still a $10 per square foot increase from this time last year. So again, most of the towns having a $10 per square foot increase or more, except for Rogers, which only had a $6 per square foot increase, but all of them still increasing from this time last year. So let's look at all 6 towns together, and let's look at from last year in December of 2022, there were 505 houses sold at $190 per square foot. And then December of 2023, there were 451 houses sold, so a little bit less houses sold than we were this time last year, but the price per square foot, $10 per square foot higher. So again, a healthy, strong seller's market. Now let's look at our current inventories that I promised you at the beginning of the video. So in December of 2023, so last month, there were 1,261 listings at $208 per square foot. Now in January, this month, there are 1,199. Now, this is normal for our inventories to decrease during the winter months. Usually during Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then into January, our inventories almost always decrease. Now, we saw an increase from November and December, which is unusual, but we've seen that trend kick back in as we go into January, where we have decreased our inventories down to $1,199, $208 per square foot. So maintaining our active list price. So guys, that's our data today. Hope this information's been helpful to you. It's hard to predict what's going to happen, but I think that we'll see our interest rates drop down between 6 and 7%. I checked today and they're right at 7% interest for a 30-year fixed loan. So I think you'll see them between 6 and 7 in 2024. I think our administration is going to try to keep our economy good, and I think that'll help our buyers get into some houses, which is really good. But it'll be interesting to see what happens to our inventories. Our interest rates and our inventories will dictate on how strong our market is, but I think that we're still going to see an increase in our price per square foot. So again, I hope this information's been helpful. You can always reach out to me with your questions at info@hutchrealty.com. You can go to our website at hutchrealty.com and view every active listing in Northwest Arkansas. If you're a seller, you can get a free home evaluation. We have over 20 agents that can help you, whether you are buying or selling. I train them all, they're experienced, and we're here to help you in your next real estate transaction. No matter what, may God bless you and may God bless your home.